What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Widow from the upcoming Black Widow movie. And so here we have Black Widow posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what she comes with. Black Widow does come with a few accessories. She does come with 2 pairs of hands. We, of course, do get a pair of fists. We also do get a pair of pistol grip hands, or just grip hands. She also does come with 2 pistols, one for each hand, and they have really nice detail despite being really small, and they do go into the holsters on her thighs. She also does come with 2 batons, which do look really nice, and of course, we can store that on her little backpack, so I am glad that they gave her weapon storage for all her weapons, which is a really nice thing. She also does come with the left leg of the Crimson Dynamo, which we will probably never finish on this channel, so there is that. Other than that, Black Widow doesn't come with anything else, so let's actually move on right on to her details. And so here we have a closer look at Black Widow. Now, I really do like what they did with her. I think it's probably one of the better Black Widow face sculpts that we've gotten from Hasbro. I just feel like this face is a little bit soft in the paint. I don't know if every Black Widow is like that, but it does look like, from a distance you can't really tell, but up close you can notice that her face is kind of faded. And I don't know if that's just my figure or if that's all the Black Widows in the black outfit, that her face is a little bit soft on the detail. There's nothing wrong with that. It does give her a more elegant look for the figure, but a little sharper on the paint would have made this a much better figure in terms of face paint. Really do like the detail in her hair. The hair is one of the highlights of this figure. I do like the red base coat that they did, but they did kind of screw up the wash on the back of her head. You can see just some splotches of some darker red. But other than that small little area, you can see they actually added the wash really good in other places, so I do have to give credit where credit is due. That's a really good job on the wash. Having a look at her outfit, this is completely different from a lot of Black Widow figures that we've gotten in the past. I know we've gotten all black with like some blue, some dark grays. This has gray and black, and it has this really nice contrast of texture. I don't really want to say contrast of texture. It just looks really nice because of the contrast in the black and the grays. This is more defined than most Black Widow costumes, and I really do like the little hints of red that we get throughout her costume. You, of course, can see that she has a strap going along the top of her chest right here, and it goes all the way to her little backpack, which does house her batons. I'm like 90% sure that these should go down to about right there, but unfortunately these don't, so that's as best as you're going to get them. So do be aware of that, and they are flexible. Just don't go bending them because they can and probably will break if you bend them. Really do like the really glossy black that we get for her shoulder pads and the little hint of red. I think that red could have been a little richer. That's a really faded red, and I'm pretty sure it's going to look completely different in the movie. But again, we have that really nice contrast of the grays with the blacks, so I do really appreciate that little detail. Her stingers are painted gold, or I think they're molded in gold plastic, but there's a chance it could just be gold paint, which probably is the case because it does match the belt buckle right here. Those golds are similar enough that I want to say maybe her gauntlets are painted. You can see some of the buckles here are painted gold. We have her Black Widow insignia right there in the middle. Really do like the way they did the belt. It's a free-floating piece, so it's not glued down anywhere, so that's a really good thing, because when you start moving her legs, it does move the belt up, so that belt does get out of the way when you start articulating. If it was like glued in one area, I guess it wouldn't change much, but it would affect the way the holsters work on the legs. Which, again, we do get gun storage for her holsters. Really do like that little detail, because a lot of times you either get guns in the holster, which is molded, which is a stupid thing, or you don't get guns at all, and I'm really glad that they did include guns for Black Widow. Really do like the grays and the blacks here, going all the way down to these knee pads, which do have some texturing on them. Her boots are probably one of my favorite things about this figure. I really do love the glossy black that they went with for her. You can see it has some buckles right here. I'm pretty sure it should have a buckle right here, but they did omit it because of the hinge. Just love the glossy black, and that gloss contrasts to the matte of the figure really nicely. And then of course she does have heels. Don't know why you're going to be spying in heels, but Black Widow does it anyway. So overall, I really do like the way this figure came out, and Hasbro has done a really good job on this figure. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get it compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Black Widow posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Black Widow posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Black Widow posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Here we have Black Widow posed next to the Deluxe Black Widow and the Infinity War Black Widow. And finally, here we have Black Widow posed next to the Black Widow movie Taskmaster. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's move on to her articulation, and let's actually take her batons out, because these do hinder articulation just a little bit. You can see the way they sculpted her hair. Those batons would clash with her hair sculpt, because her hair is perfectly sculpted to rest on the backpack. They didn't take into account that it would interfere with the batons, which that is a little bit unfortunate. But she does have a hinge in the neck, which does look down. She can look up. It is on a ball joint, so we do get some really slight play with that. We have left and right rotation, which works pretty good. Arms do go out to the side fairly well. They go out almost all the way horizontal. They do a full 360. No bicep swivel, but we do have a hinge in the elbow, giving us much better than 90 degrees. And then we also do have a swivel, which works fine. On her fists, we do have in and out hinges. As you can see, it moves in and out. With the pistol grip hands, it does have up and down movement, as it should. And of course, we do get rotation there. Her torso is on a ball joint, so you can see it moves around really nicely. We get some pretty good side to side movement. Not so great forward movement, but pretty good back movement. No waist articulation, because that swivel is up here at the waist, or at the chest. Her legs do kick forward to about there. They go back, out, pretty good. I do like the range that they get, and you can see exactly how loose of an appliance this is. That's not a bad thing. I actually do like that little thing that the holsters aren't attached anywhere. We do have a thigh swivel, which works fine. Double bend in the knee, and her leg goes all the way up, kicking her own backside. Do we have boot rotation in her? No, we don't. This is all just one sculpt. We do get a hinge in the ankle, which goes all the way back, all the way forward. And because she's wearing heels, that forward-facing peg pretty much does a rotation. So that's not ideal, but that's what we got. So overall, Black Widow here has pretty good articulation for what she is. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get her posed for my final thoughts. And so here we have Black Widow posed for my final thoughts, and overall, this is an outstanding figure done by Hasbro. All the detailing on her is done surprisingly well, and I do like the fact that we get weapon storage with this figure. That's something we really don't get too much with figures, a place to put the majority of their accessories. Now, yes, you can only display her with 2 sets of hands, which that's how it is with every figure. You're going to have leftover hands anyway, but as it stands, just put the gun holding hands in her and have her hold any weapon, and that's pretty much how you're going to have her displayed, and I really do like the way she displays. Now, in case you're wondering, the head on this figure does fit the Infinity War Black Widow, although it does sit low on that figure. You can still kind of pull it off, and if you really want to, you can do that, but it's not the right situation for it. But overall, I think Black Widow here is a really good pickup. Now, if you are looking for Black Widow, I did pick up mine from Amazon because I haven't seen this particular Black Widow at retail, and that's surprising, seeing as how normally the figure that is the least easiest to find is the 1 per case figure or the 2 per case figure that they're trying to sell more of. I actually had the most trouble finding Black Widow, and she's supposed to be the star of the movie, so I'm surprised they didn't release more figures of her. But anyway, I digress. Really do like this figure. If you are looking for the Black Widow series, is starting to hit stores at Walmart, Targets, Walgreens, and anywhere else you pick up figures. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.